Folks, welcome back to another reading. I am using the Light Seers Tarot, and I've laid your cards out in a Celtic cross formation. Your central card is the Queen of Swords. This is someone who is in touch with their emotions, but also keeps them behind very tightly locked doors. Okay, this is someone who doesn't expose their emotions very easily. This is an air sign. So this is quite possibly a Gemini, a Libra, or I just got Taurus in my mind for just a second. You might be an earth sign, but you might have enough air energy in your birth chart that it makes a difference, that it influences how you behave. So Gemini, Libra, I keep going up with Taurus and not with the third air sign. Aquarius. You might be one of those three air signs. Now that's interesting that Taurus kept coming to mind. You might be someone who has Taurus energy somewhere in your chart. I see you as someone who is deeply happy, going through a happy time. Maybe it's possible. I got this feeling that I'm speaking to someone who's just graduated from high school, who's about to go off to college and that kind of thing. This is a time of great happiness for you, okay? This is pointing towards your future, so that's something that is going to be quite assistive to you in the future. As long as you're comfortable in your own skin, as the Queen of Swords, someone who is able to filter some people out while also welcoming the right people in, that's a good energy to be in, okay? Now, you do have some things that are kicking things off for you in your past. You have the Ace of Pentacles. You might call this graduation. You might call this getting an opportunity for you to grow into something new. And now as the Queen of Swords, you're actually growing that thing. And your happiness, whatever is fueling your energy right now, whatever's fueling your joy, that's also part of what happened right here. A new opportunity that you chose to take, clearly, if you've got the Sun. And what's kind of cool is you've also got in the conscious position your Ace of Wands. This is someone who is ready to take new action. So in the past, you had an awesome new opportunity to increase your material comfort, possibly increase your finances, not necessarily, but also with the Ace of Wands, this is doing something completely new for yourself. This is going to be a bit of a stretch for you. You're going to be spreading your wings, loosening whatever's been holding you back now for the past couple of years. I feel like you're the kind of person who's ready to grow up, to do new things for themselves, and this is going to be a time of great adjustment. Something you need to be aware of in your subconscious position is that you've got the Devil card. There are some old habits, there are some addictions that you're carrying into this new life, which could be kind of injurious to you. They could hurt you. Now here with the Queen of Swords, I wonder if it's possible that you can't be a bit sharp with people. I wonder if sometimes you don't have the ability to use your intelligence, use your very quick moving tongue to get you into trouble when it comes to certain situations, possibly connecting with others, possibly to do with something that has nothing to do with other people. It just affects them because it affects you so strongly. So there's something here with a habit and addiction that's really difficult to let go of. And when I say addiction, it doesn't have to do anything to do with finances. That could be a workaholic. You could be addicted to working your ass off, and at a certain point, the human body can't take any more, dude. Lots of people have stress-related illnesses because they were workaholics. That's another kind of addiction that, I kind of think of at least American culture as one that praises certain kind of addictions, such as an addiction to too much work. And there's that real possibility here too. But I wonder with this Queen of Swords energy, if you're not the kind of person to possibly use your intelligence and use your words in ways that aren't benefiting your best and your highest good. In fact, it would be you growing into your best and your highest good if you were to let those habits go, if you were to break off the influence coming in here from the Devil. Okay. Take that as it resonates. In your future, you have the Eight of Swords in reverse. This talks to me about someone who is keeping themselves blind to certain facts in a situation. And this may have to do with growing up, maturing. Maybe before you were just kind of unaware because that's how your family operated and therefore you operated the same way. There's the potential that you could see how these negative toxic habits have hurt you, how they continue to hurt you. And in the future, you're going to have a choice as to whether you're going to take your hands off of your own throat or if you're going to keep them there. That's a choice that you can make going into the future. This in reverse is about seeing the reality of the situation. This is about doing shadow work in order to actually see things as they are and not as we want them or not as you want them to be. Okay? Kind of a difficult message, but I do sense that this is going to be a whole lot about maturing. This is your advice card. So coming into totality, when it comes to being the Emperor, this is someone who is in charge of their actions. This is someone who is in charge of their intelligence, their thoughts, what they say, in charge of their material resources. This is someone who's in charge of emotions as well. This is someone who feels their emotions while taking the correct course of action, while thinking their way through things, while also taking care of their material resources that keeps them comfortable. This is the complete Emperor. He has all his kings under his control, if you will, all his ducks in a row. Now, coming into this energy as the Emperor, someone who is in complete mastery over themselves and of their environments, that's going to be part of seeing things as they are. One of the kings that's under the charge of the Emperor is the King of Swords. I see that you're already in the energy of the Queen of Swords. Can you graduate yourself to becoming the King of Swords, someone who is in complete mastery over your brain? Our culture most cultures don't do a great job of teaching kids mindfulness as they grow up, and it's absolutely not something that we encourage adults to do. We encourage hustle, we encourage speed, specialization. Becoming the King of Swords means that you are in control of your mind and it is not in control of you. So when you feel like your thoughts just kind of go places, if you've got a lot of air energy in your chart, that's hard work to be mindful about when your mind goes in a particular direction and to bring it back to the moment, even if the moment means that you're doing something boring like laundry or dishes or cooking or something like that. You still stay mindful and present with the moment, and things feel different. Life feels different when you are in that particular setting. If you are in the King of Swords energy, then right here it is much less likely that you'll have your hands around your throat, keeping you from seeing the reality of the situation. Your King of Swords can say, this is what it is. We're going to do these things to handle it in a constructive way, and we're going to continue to work towards our best and our highest good. The Queen of Swords here is the step below complete mastery. The Queen of Swords is on her way, and there is no gender in tarot, I should say. But the King of Swords is being an absolute master of everything that you think, what you say, and even the things that you say to yourself, not necessarily to other people. How can you work into your energy as the Emperor to grow into the Emperor? And keep in mind that this is a lifelong process for the vast majority of people, okay? It's extremely rare for someone to just come into their energy as the Emperor without a lot of experience, okay? In your environment card, I see the Five of Wands. There's a lot of conflict around you. There might be a lot of passive aggressiveness, not actually people coming to physical blows, but that may be involved. I see your current environment as being a rough one indeed, where everyone's competing with each other and you're just ready to get out. See, here's your assisting card. Here's your past. You got an opportunity. Maybe it's a college acceptance letter. You're deeply happy to be getting out. of this particular environment. Take care that you don't haul around the habits that your family has taught you, or the home that you're in has taught you when it comes to relating other people. Competition is not always healthy towards human interaction. In certain contexts, it is healthy, but in a lot, especially when it comes to family, it's not healthy, and that may be one of the habits that you're going to have to break as you grow older. Therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy might be some routes that could be deeply helpful for you, okay? Take that as it resonates. In your hopes and your fears, I see you as wanting to become the King of Wands. This is a wonderful place to be. This is someone who's in complete mastery over their impulses when it comes to taking action, in mastery over your creativity, over mastery of your spirituality, and also your sexuality as well. This is someone who knows when to stay seated and when to stand up and fight for something. This is fire on fire energy, so it's deeply powerful, and it can do a lot of damage if this energy isn't used in a positive, constructive way to build up your highest good, to build up others' highest goods. Last and not least, in your future, you have the Seven of Swords. This is about you potentially robbing yourself. When I read Celtic crosses, I read them a little bit differently from other people. I combine the advice card together with the future and the outcome card. If you can come into your energy as the Emperor, you can save yourself from robbing you of a great future. There's so much powerful, excited energy at the beginning of the read. There's the real risk that you could sabotage your own happiness because you didn't learn some lessons that you were meant to learn when it came to breaking free of this devil card here in your subconscious. You have some real shadow work to do in order to grow into the person that you are meant to become. It's going to be hard work, but all work, the vast majority of work that's hard, is meant to be done, especially if it's meant for our highest good, okay? That's all from me. Congratulations on graduating, on getting this college acceptance. I hope that you have a whole lot of fun, and I hope that you get to have a bit of a breather coming out of this particular environment. This is a difficult environment to exist in, and I hope that you work your ass off to break out of the habits that have kept your family in chains. I hope that you break those chains. I hope you see the reality of situations and that you don't take them for granted. You don't blind yourself to how bad or good or severe they may be. I hope you choose to confront things head on and learn not to operate passive-aggressively the way that your family did. You have some real habits, generational trauma, generational habits that you need to break in order to come to your best and your highest good, and I hope you do so. Congrats again. Take care.